Hey guys, Joel here, back with more reactions to Fringe. We're on episode 8 of season 5. We now have another piece of the puzzle, thanks to tape 5? Tape 5, I think. We now have the 2 cylinders that are constructed by the observers than what we first encountered way back at the end of season 1. First time we saw it was when we saw who we came to know as September in the cafe, when it made the crane crash. I don't know what we need them for, but we got access to the storage area of William Bell's with his hand, and Walter is continuing to show and exhibit signs of the man he used to be, and he has begged and pleaded with Nina to take those parts of his brain out. He's frightened of pushing everybody away and becoming that man again where nothing else matters. Pretty rough. Anyway, we're just going to carry on, see if there's another piece of the puzzle in this episode. This is episode 8.
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay.
Let's just say it was a souvenir for one of my men.
It's another one.
And this is identical to the one that Peter used on him?
Should be.
On the base of the cranium. If I had any inclination of what Peter was doing.
I know.
46 miles northwest of Boston.
Say scrapyard.
And acquire an industrial-size electromagnet.
Olivia, good, you're here.
We freed another tape, and we have to retrieve a magnet Walter left in Fitchburg.
I don't understand. When did Peter do this?
I don't know.
Been a while.
What's happening to him? What are the manifestations?
He's reading time, like they do.
Of course, it's meant to be integrated with organic material. I need to see how it interacts with an actual brain.
And whose did you have in mind?
Perhaps my porcupine man's. I preserved his brain in formaldehyde. Peter, where are you?
I'm in New York, Walter.
Peter, listen to me. You must come back to the lab.
What you've done, Sunday, is extremely dangerous.
I can't do that.
I'm very frightened. We don't know what that device is actually doing to you.
I understand why you would be concerned. But I also know there is nothing that I could say that would change your mind.
Please come back in and let me run some tests.
I have to go, Walter.
I can't stay here. I'm crawling out of my skin.
What are you doing?
Well, you and Astrid need to work on the tech, so I'm gonna try and find this magnet.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Please, let me...
Yeah, frightened.
That's enough.
I'm trying to work this out, so that was to stall him for a minute.
I would like to barter for a magnet.
What'd you say?
An electromagnet, like the one you have on that crane.
Yep, they're watching her.
It's her.
Oh.
We have it for you. We've been expecting you. This is your truck.
What now?
It's been your truck for 21 years. To transport it. The man spoke with my mother. They talked for a long time. He said he had a way to save the world. My mother assured him that she would keep a magnet packed up and ready for when he came back for it.
Question is, how do I attach?
Just like that.
Oh my.
And then we run it continuously. What happens to the brain over time is... Walter, are those new ridges forming?
What the
Cerebral cortex is becoming so thick that it's overriding the area used to control emotions.
That makes sense.
They said you're on reward wire. There's a bounty on you.
There you go.
Really? Nobody's gone to get diesel fuel, have they?
You're
No.
wrong.
I'm done with the parlor tricks. I want my truck and my magnet now.
I know that you have been making adjustments to mine. I have been making adjustments of my own. We know you switched the briefcase. I have led you here to this place. Everything has taken place as I intended.
Jesus. This should be good. Ow.
This was what she saw. This was her last thought before she expired.
Neat.
Wherever you think this gift came from, or whoever you think bestowed it upon you,
wasn't God.
It's simply an anomaly. I know that because I'm an anomaly. I've lit things on fire. I've caught bullets mid-air. I've seen things that people only dream about. Things that humans shouldn't see.
Wow.
And the invaders, as you call them, they're just better at math than we are. Why are you smiling?
Because I believe. You can't know everything.
I need my medical kit, disinfectant, and pain medication. The technology you've put inside yourself is in the process of completely reshaping your brain. The areas that relate to emotion.
Suppressing emotional memory in favor of higher rational thought. Also expanding my cerebral cortex. I know. If you could experience what it feels like to fully harness the untapped potential of the human brain, you, of all people, should know that there is no reason to be afraid.
You're also aware that the changes will soon be permanent. And if that happens, there's nothing I can do to get you back. I can't allow you to make that mistake.
Don't you see, Walter? When he passes through the square, she will be avenged.
Olivia.
I got a truck and a magnet. I need someplace big enough to store them.
I've got a warehouse outside the city. When you're close, I'll have someone meet you and guide you there.
This could be a decoy to get you to stop.
Hey, don't move! Hands up!
Freaking damn it. They don't seem to know who she is. They will now. Tier 1 fugitive.
You don't need
Awesome.
money. You are money.
Reward wire. Do you have something to report?
I have a fugitive in custody. Yeah, well, I've done things I don't want to be read for, so the only way this goes down is at a truth church where you can't scam me.
Oh.
Once I get the money, I'll tell you where she is.
What is the fugitive's name?
Olivia Dunham.
A man claims to have Olivia Dunham in custody. He wants a reward for her capture up front.
Accept it.
Acceptable.
The bullet? Oh, I know what she's going to do. She's going to turn the pressure. That's going to...
The hell is this?
Holy shit!
Don't. Put your
Just
hands on your head.
Shoot him.
Where's Briggs?
There you go.
Olivia, where are you?
I'm on my way back to Boston.
I've got the magnet. And Nell's got a place where we can store it.
What happened to your face?
I'm a little banged up.
Don't ask.
I'm okay, Walter.
Olivia, Peter was here. Brain is being altered, and that soon it will be irreversible. But he won't hear me. I don't know what else to do.
Walter, do you know where he is?
In a few minutes, if everything goes according to plan, Windmark will walk up those steps and pass that fountain. Then I will know that he has been reset onto the correct path, the trajectory that leads to his death. I will meet him face to face. He will not expect it. He will not have a chance to fight back.
Now your thinking is way ahead of mine, I understand that. But the fact that I am here has got nothing to do with anything, except feeling. And soon you're not going to be able to feel anything, not for me, not for Etta.
That day in the park, before they invaded, before everything went wrong, her last thoughts, they were of us.
Etta's not gone, Peter. Windmark didn't take her.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. She's still here with us.
She is dead.
She's alive inside us. And there's nothing that Windmark can do about it, because the love that we can share with her now is invulnerable to space and time, even to them. Because it's the one thing that they don't have.
It's the one thing they don't understand.
We need to hold on to our connection with Etta, feeling what we felt for her, or she dies all over again. Peter, I'm not asking you to abandon her. I'm asking you to hold on to her.
Do it. Good man. Another fabulous episode. This may be the shortest season, but it's been written so well. We've gotten a lot closer to our characters in their time of despair and utter, I don't know, what's the word? The utter darkness of the world that they're now in, and lost their daughter, and everything else that's going on. But how she managed to get through to him there was unexpected, but it worked, and thank God he listened to her. You could hear the music building, the crescendo with the music. That was an epic speech from Olivia. I really enjoyed that. He needs to get off this revenge kick, because if they accomplish what they need to do, what they're supposed to do, the reason they're doing all of this won't be necessary. Because revenge never works out well. And even if you get your revenge and you get what you want from it, in this case him killing Windmark, it will be empty, and by that time, like Olivia's just said, it could be too late for him to remove this implant thing. Damn. I wasn't sure what was going on with this when she went to the scrapyard and picking this magnet up. That woman seemed genuine, but the rest of her people I don't think were so sure. They were sending for other men, but she left in time. I think the two that she encountered who set up the dummy road block, the accident, I don't think were anything to do with them, because they didn't know who she was. That was just per chance that they blocked the road for anyone coming along. It just happened to be her. And the bullet saving her, like she said, Etta saved me today by giving me the bullet back. That's one hell of a lucky bullet, but not for the person who it ends up in. In this case, it was him. She's the only one who survived it. So, we now have a magnet. So that's tape 7 and 8, tape 5, tape 3, and one other. I think we maybe only got 1 or 2 more left, I'm presuming. And then we've got to try and figure out what we're supposed to do with all of this. We still don't know. We didn't get anything in that episode who the heck Donald is. We haven't gone back to that little radio that they found us, whether it's a transmitter, a receiver, what, with no clue. So I'm hoping we maybe get onto that next. And that will be episode 9, which I will be back with in a few days' time. So don't forget, this will be available on Patreon, full length, as always. Link will be in the description. You can check that out down below. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Post your comments down below. I've thoroughly enjoyed this season. There's a few people who weren't too keen on it. I'm trying to see why. Maybe it's because it was such a change of pace and it didn't sit right with some people. I don't know. So, till the next time, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Take care.